Good morning, Flosstube. I am Tamara. I am PD Stitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And this is my channel about cross stitch. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you will stick around, see if there's anything you like, and if so, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. That would be Milo. I have both dogs in here right now. One is being so good and laying down nicely while I film, and the other one apparently wants to investigate everything in this room because, you know, he's in here every day. Nothing's changed, but he has to investigate. Hold on just one moment. Milo, can you stop, please? If you are returning, welcome back. You know the crazy that seems to live in my house. Thank you. Thank you for your friendships. Thank you for returning every couple of weeks with me. Thank you for your comments, your likes, the relationships that we've built here on Flosstube. I appreciate you. Today is Sunday, May 7th. It is about 9 o'clock in the morning. This is only the third time I've tried to record this, so we'll see how far I get in this one. If the dogs get too crazy, I will have to stop, pause, do something, but for the most part, hopefully both of them will settle. It's been a week, and it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you all, and it's just like normal. It's been crazy. So I will have some live stuff at the end for those of you who stick around for that. I will let you know when I'm starting the live section, so if you're only here for the cross stitch, you can duck out then. What all do I have? I have a finish! Yay! I have a finish. I have a new start, because, you know, if you're going to finish something, you might as well start a new thing. I have several whips or works in progress. I have some plans, and I have a little bit of stitchy acquisition, stitchy goodness that I've added to my little haul place, my stash. So let's get started. So I have a finish, and I told y'all last time I saw you that I thought it would be done before I saw you this time, and it is. This is the office from Stitcharea on Etsy. I did this on 32 count color and cotton succulent. My April Whip Go goal was to finish this, and I did. This is going to be a gift. And I think I'm going to finish it in a round hoop. No, I haven't ironed it. It's finished. That's as good as we get right now. I love it. It turned out so cute. But I'm going to finish it in a hoop. I think I'll iron it first. But, so I bought a very large hoop, so hopefully this will fit in it. What do you think? Will this fit? Yeah, it should fit. It just came in, so. I don't fully finish items very often, so I'm excited that I'm actually like ready to go on this and fully finish it. I probably won't be able to show you the actual fully finished item the next time I see you because the gift is going to be given between now and then, but I will take a picture so I can show it to you when it's fully finished. So, yay, I have a finish. Those are few and far between. This is only my second finish of the year, and we are in May. So, you know, I finished one in, I think, March and one in April. So I'm averaging one every other month. So I might finish some more things. I have a lot. I was looking through my list this week when I was trying to plan for May. And I have a lot of large and BAPs. If you are new to the cross-stitch Flosstube community, a BAP is a big, I say awesome project. Other people use a different word. I choose not to, but it's a big, awesome project. But those are very, very large. Most of my projects are larges or BAPs, which might be why I don't finish a lot of things. I don't have very many smalls. I have maybe a couple of mediums. I think I have one small left in all of my projects. So I need to start some more smalls just so I can have smalls to finish, I guess. Or I need to just focus on my projects that I have and get them closer to a finish. We'll see. So that was my finish, yay, and I had a new start. So my plan for May, I'm not doing Mania, I'm not doing Monogamania, I can't focus on anything. May is a really busy month for me, for our family, and I can't focus on, I can't even stitch every day in the month of May. We're on the 7th of May, and there's already been one day I've not stitched a single stitch. It happens. That's life, and you know, I have a limited time left with children living in my house, and I want to enjoy every moment of that. If it means I don't get to stitch because I'm doing something with them or for them or to support them, then I don't stitch. There will become a time when my house is empty except for my husband and these 2 dogs, and I'll get a lot of stitching done then. But for right now, some days I don't. Some days I don't get any. Some days I may get 100, 150, and that's okay. So I can't do Mania or something where it requires me to do something every day or plan something every day. A, that doesn't work for me in this stage of my life, and B, I just don't have time to do that. So I've decided instead that I'm going to do a new start every Monday. There are 5 Mondays in May, so I'll get 5 new starts this month. And then maybe, you know, a couple of years, next year, a couple of years down the road, I can go back to doing Mania, and these will just fall in on their birthdays and plug that day in, so I won't have to do a new start on that day. So, you know, but I do have a new start. I started it this past Monday on the 1st. It is Autumn Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches, and this is the cover. I have swapped out a lot of the call for DMCs because it is charted all in DMC. I have swapped out a lot of those for fancy floss, for different variegateds, so that it, you know, will give more of a I don't know, I just like the look of variegation and things like this. However, this is the DMC because I didn't have a color that of variegated floss that I liked to replace that color. So here's where it is so far. That's not bad for a new start. I worked on it Monday and Tuesday and got Autumn Rules and the bird and started on the vines and leaves around the pumpkins. So I'm excited. I like this so much. I was going to work on it a 3rd day. I took it with me. It didn't happen. I'll talk more about that later, but yeah. So it got 2 days and then I moved on. But that's okay. It also ended up, because I did put several of the planned new starts on my Whipco board, it was called for May to get 500 stitches in. I'm at 448, I think. So I'll have to put 1 more day of stitching in this month to hit that Whipco goal. Not a problem. I'm trying to keep things organized, so if I move out of the screen, it's because I'm trying to keep things organized, especially with both dogs in here so that they can't get to the projects. So that was my new start. And that was on, I did not say, let me pull it back out. This is on 32 count color and cotton Harvest Moon, which doesn't show up here. It's showing more tan, but it's got a little bit of a yellowish hue to it. Very, very pretty, and Harvest Moon. So it was designed for a fall, for an autumn piece. All right, my next up is Whips, Works in Progress. I haven't been saying here's where it's been the last time because we had a new start and then I had to finish. But I'll try to remember to say that. If I don't say this is what it's going to look like or here's where it was, know that I will probably still put in the picture when I'm editing. So this is Christmas 2. Here is what it's going to look like. When I finish it, several years down the road. And the artwork is by Ciro Marchetti, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, or HADE. Here is where it was the last time you saw it. I have not done a lot. I've done about 200 tent stitches. I am doing this tent stitch 2/1, and I am doing the Royal Rose method, so there's a lot of parking. But I think I finished off this row right here and started over here. And that's about all I've got. So maybe 200 tent stitches. So it's not looking too terrible. I'm happy with it. It's not feeling too, it's starting to get, I don't know, a little lumpy. It's very lumpy on the part where I started way over here. See? I'm almost all the way across the top. I'm very excited. I don't have very much left to get across the top. There's a little bit folded back to go over here. So I'm very excited that I should finish at least the top full row across the top by the end of this year. And maybe I was originally doing like stair steps, and then when I started doing Royal Rose, I decided to go all the way across the top and then do rows. So when I get to the bottom, I'll have a lot more pages to do, but I still have the same number of pages whether I continue with the stair step or I complete a whole row. So that's my first whip. This is my focus piece for the year. It was my focus piece last year. I don't know if I'm going to make it my focus piece next year. I do want to finish it, and it's making a lot of progress by having it my focus piece. But I also have some other full coverages that I want to get a lot more progress on. So I might make one of those my full coverage focus next year. I don't know. I can still get a lot of stitches done on this, even if it's not my focus. So the next project is the second May Whip Go call for me, which was Ink Circles, Reflections of Norway. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is where it was the last time I showed you. And I'm stitching this on 32 count. Picture this plus Rubious. Which the colors of the Norwegian flag are red and white and blue. So red fabric with the blue. And it looks white here, but it's really a really light blue. In the variegation of the floss. I don't know what color floss this is. I don't even know what brand it is. And hold on. Sorry, my daughter just got home from shopping and they saw her drive past, so they wanted to go see. So I've almost finished the middle. I've got most of this top part done. I had to frog a lot. I don't know what my problem has been with this middle section, but I stitched something and then I realized I'm off a couple of stitches, or I don't know. I think because these houses, or I think they're the stave churches, but there's 2 levels of roof and I've been counting off the wrong roofs sometimes and it's just a hot mess. So I've done more frogging than stitching on this lately. But the goal is 500 stitches on this. I think I put in 400-ish on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So it's getting there. And my last whip is Flosstube Friends from October House Fiber Arts. Here is what it's going to look like when it's done. And here is where it was the last time I showed you. And this is on 32 count color and cotton Ophelia. And here's where it is now. And I know she looks crooked. It's just the way I have her in this. Her dress is not cattywampus. It just looks like that. But I ran out of floss, so I had to wait for the opportunity to get more. And it came in this week, so I should finish this dress by the time I show you again. She's looking pretty good. And then the next person was called, and it was Colleen from Grace Notes Stitchers with Grace Notes Fabrics. And she chose the lady who will be right here. So So I won't have to count off very much to get to her. And she chose blue, which I think, I'm not sure what color blue. If I want to, I don't know if I want to go with like a dark navy or like more of a lighter blue. I will still use the, this is not showing up, this is showing up like white, but this is like a lighter teal that I'm trying to use to kind of tie in all my people. And I'm doing Flosstube Friends with Hannah Dowling, Corinne and Colleen, Amy, and I cannot remember the sixth person's name besides me. Hannah Dowling is organizing it, and what we do every 2 months, she spins somebody, they choose their person and their color that they want their dress to be, and then we all stitch them. So it's a round robin, but a not so round robin because I'm not having to send it anywhere, which is great, because if I had to have this done by the end of April to send to the next person, it's not because it took an entire skein just to do that dress, because I'm doing this on 32 count and I'm doing 2/2, and that used a lot more floss than the chart calls. The fabric that it calls for is 40 count. If I had done it on 40 count, which would have been 1/2, I would have had plenty of floss, but I chose 32 count. I don't know why. I should have chosen 40 count, but that's okay. Live and learn. So those are my whips, and then now plans. I want to finish my person on Flosstube Friends and maybe start on the next person, because I have until the end of June. The next person does not seem to be as large a dress, so maybe it won't be as dense stitching. And then I am going to do a new start on Monday. I'm going to do a new start the next 2 Mondays. I have the new start planned for this coming Monday. I don't have the next one planned. But this Monday, I'm going to start running. That's the name of the pattern. I got it off of Etsy, and here is what it's going to look like. I am going to make this for my child who runs, and I pulled the flosses, and it's charted for white. I'm sorry I didn't unzip this, but when I pulled all the flosses, I did a floss toss. And she's going to Clemson next year to run, and their colors are orange and purple. And I didn't have a light orange fabric that would work, but I do have this that does not look purple, but it is. Let's see if I can pull my whiteboard without knocking everything off. It is a very light lavender. You can kind of see that. It is Grace Notes Fabrics Ciro. And I'm not sure if I said that right, but you know. But it is a, you can tell it's not white because this is white. It's a lavender, but the colors on it are just gonna pop. And when I did the floss toss, it looked gorgeous. So I'm very excited about starting that. Will it be done before she graduates from Clemson? Who knows? But we're gonna try. I would love to give it to her, you know, while she's still at Clemson. But again, I don't finish things often, so. And this is housed in my lovely Amazon bag. So that is it for, no, it's not. I have a haul. I have stitching acquisitions. So I have, every month, I get a purple bag from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery with the new Cottage Garden Sampling Snowman. So this one is the Scarecrow. It's on tan, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it on tan, or it's got some orange in the pattern. Like I could see this looking good on orange, but we'll see. So I have that, and then I needed, like I said, to purchase some floss to finish off that dress, and so floss can't travel by itself. So I went to Barefoot Needle Art. Got my floss, which is Lamadora from Weeks Dye Works. And a project bag, because, you know, I always need project bags. So I got this from Barefoot Needle Art. Is this not the cutest? Little seashell project bag. Seashells, seahorses, beachy themed. Very, very cute. So, don't know what's going in that, but Something will. And then I can take something out of an Amazon bag. Or just start more things. Fill up all the bags. So that's it for the stitchy stuff. If you were only here for stitchy stuff, thank you for staying with me. If you are here for life stuff, hang on. So, the last 2 weeks. Last time I talked to you, Milo had been bitten by a snake the day before, and he was just really not a well little puppy on that Sunday. He was miserable. He is very much back to his normal self. He was about 2 days later. He got all the fluids that had been pumped into him at the vet. He had gotten rid of. He wasn't on pain medicine anymore, so he was back to his normal self. And as much as sometimes his normal self makes me crazy because he's very wild and very hyper, I'm very glad he's feeling much better. So we got that done, and then we had some track meets. So we had the county championship and then region. So the county championship, my daughter played first in her races by a good bit again. And then this past week was region. My youngest one, who plays soccer and has been injured a lot this season, also throws javelin when she can for the track team. Now that her soccer season's over, she can throw javelin. So she threw at region. She's been having a goal of throwing 80 feet for 3 years. This is her third year throwing for the high school, and she's been so close. Every year she's gotten like 78, 79. She hit 80 at region. In fact, she not only hit 80 feet, she hit 84 feet. And that was so exciting. And managed to surprise herself and everyone else. And the top 4 from each region qualified to move on to lower state, and she was 4th. So she's getting to compete at lower state with an automatic qualifier. She's very excited about that. Last year she got 2, but it was with an at-large bid. This year it's with an automatic bid, and she's very happy. My other daughter came in first in her events again and was named Region Athlete of the meet for the 3rd year in a row for females. So that was very exciting. This week we have the lower state championship on Saturday. It's the qualifier to get to go to state. So we shall see how they do. Today is my son's 23rd birthday, so we'll be celebrating with him a little later. And that's it. So I hope you all have a great weekend, a great week, a lot of stitching. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep stitching. Bye.